Everybody, welcome back to Stereoscope Rewind, the podcast where we talk TV, movies, and because someone had to turn the group chat into a podcast. I'm Amy. No, I'm Jeff. Oh, didn't do the notes right.
And I'm Jeff.
And you're Jeff. Okay, there you go. I'm Amy. Wait a minute. Check down on the bottom. The names will be on the bottom. Everybody. I don't know what happened there.
We are now one person.
Oh, gotta keep an eye on that script there, buddy. Okay, hold on. Wait for a minute. You don't sound like you. So
I don't? It switched. It won't let me.
All right, everybody, we are back. We had a little microphone problemo. Problem. Yeah.
My fault.
No, it wasn't anybody's fault. It just technology is weird. Technology freaked out on us. So the beginning part will sound pretty good, and this is going to sound probably even better. So welcome back, and here we go. All right.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm still Amy. Wait, we're still getting that wrong. Damn it.
I'm good. I'm busy work week, busy life lately, but yeah, I started this series not on our list, just separate. But
what you watch? You're cheating on us with other shows?
Yes, I
Amy.
I watch other things sometimes.
What?
I'm watching this thing called Couples Therapy. Have you heard of it?
I have heard of that show. I have not watched it, but I do know of it, yes.
You know, it's so interesting because you don't think about this one person that you're sitting in front of and you're telling all your problems to, and you're just dumping on them, and then they're giving you all this wonderful sound advice, and then they also have therapists and they're people, and they go and talk to other people about themselves and being a therapist. And I go to therapy and I love my therapist, but it was so insightful into what they also have to go through, and all of these different people with these different issues. And, you know, I just thought it was really interesting.
I've always wondered, like, where's the end therapist? Because if that therapist needs a therapist and that therapist needs a therapist, like, is there like one therapist at the end that's like, and you're all good? Like, I don't know. How does that work?
I don't think so. I think it just continues.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it's like her therapist / mentor.
Yep.
So they have like mentors. So,
well, I think I think counselors do that too, where like, I think it's kind of like it all comes around, goes around. Like you have a therapist a therapist will talk to another therapist.
Sure.
And then I don't think they charge. They might charge each other, or they may not. Where it's just kind of like the therapy sessions are kind of like everyone does it for everybody, so it all kind of washes out. But someday, hopefully, somebody will tell us. If you're a therapist, in the comments, tell us. Do you pay for therapy, double therapy, therapy squared? What do we call it?
I don't know, because it seems like in that show specifically, it's like a mentor-mentee kind of thing. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, just think about that now. That's very like Inception. It's very like turn.
I mean, it makes total sense when you think about it, right?
Well, yeah.
Like, they're people. They also have to...
And they're also juggling their lives. And
Anyway, that's what I've been doing.
I love it. Thinking about the Inception therapy.
Like this in front of the TV, like... Oh.
Couples, I'll have to check it out.
Yes, you'll like it. It's good.
Cool.
So, Jeff...
Yes, Amy. Wait.
Amy, Jeff, what are we covering today?
Okay, Jamie, here's what we're covering.
Just combine.
We'll just combine it now.
We're one person.
We're one person now. We're doing another fun episode of Lights, Camera, Answers. And today we are talking about breakups on screen that hurt us a little bit. That hurt us a little bit, or just that hurt that we know that hurt. And so I've got a couple, and I think you have a couple.
Yes. Jeff and I are very chatty people, and so we decided 4 is too many. So
4 is way too many.
Because we'll talk for an hour about one subject. So we decided 2 each is a good number.
Yep. And we do allow for a third, like, bonus one. But 2 is good. I found that doing my research this week with our episodes, that the 2 was actually perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever I was doing the third, I was like, are there any bonus ones? And I was just like, I felt like the third one got kind of watered down. So I was like, no, these are perfect.
Mm-hmm. So what's your first one, Jeff?
My first one? Okay, I'm going to go with the one that I will still fight anyone in a bar about today is La La Land.
Okay.
And it's not, I mean, okay, trust me, I get it. I get why they broke up. I get it. But I don't get it. Because like, the what could have been is crazy to me. Like, they were so amazing together. And I know they both had dreams, but like, could have worked it out. Like she went to Paris, to work on that movie at the end. And like Paris is the place where like jazz was introduced to the world. So they have crazy jazz clubs there. So he could have gone there, like Sebastian or Seb. Could have gone to France with her for like movies only last like 6 months at the max. Like then he could have come home. Now I know from the movie, I think maybe some club was available that he really wanted to purchase, and he had to do it then. And there was, but I don't know. I feel like a love story like that. Like how do they not work it out? Or like maybe she goes off to Paris and he opens the club and then she comes back. Like really? 6 months? And she's just like, I'm done with him forever.
Sorry.
And they're both super creative people. They're super busy. She's becoming a movie star. He's opening his club. Like that's kind of a perfect recipe of like, they're both busy. So it's like not one person's just like, oh, I sit around and wait for him to come home or wait for her to come home. No, they're out doing their things. Mm-hmm. And the technology was at that edge where like they call each other on a daily basis. They, it wasn't, the movie came out in 2016, so we had iPhones then, and I think we had FaceTime in 2016. Like, come on. So that one always drives me crazy, and everyone's always like, no, they had to break up, and I'm like, they didn't have to break up. They could have worked it out.
Can I admit something to you?
Sure, hit me.
I've never seen La La Land.
What?
Don't come after me, please.
Okay. I have thoughts.
I know how much you love that movie, and we talked about it on one of our episodes before, and I was just like, okay. Sure.
Okay.
I didn't want to upset you.
Amy, I have thoughts.
Okay.
For someone,
you love that movie.
For someone who loves the music,
I know.
The musicals. Like Moulin Rouge is one of your favorite movies.
I'm a disgrace.
The Greatest Showman's one of your favorite movies. This movie's a giant musical.
I'm awful. I know.
It is a love letter to the great Hollywood musicals with Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone. I mean, the cast is bananas. Duh. Amy, I'm trying harder as I get older to not like when people say, I haven't seen this movie, to freak out on people, because everyone watches what they need to watch, and it's their loss if they don't want to watch an Academy Award winning movie. I think they won all kinds of freaking awards, and Golden Globes and Critics' Choice Awards. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's all right, Amy.
I knew that was going to upset you, so I let you finish your rant. Sorry, Jeff.
It's okay. It's okay. I see now who I'm dealing with. Person who have not seen La La Land. Okay. Fine.
Whoops.
I hope you remedy that in the future. Your life will be better when you're done with that.
I believe you.
But,
I believe.
But I can't make you watch things. It's your play button, not mine. So I get it. All right. On that note, Amy, what stupid movie do you have for me now?
Sorry, Jeff. Okay, so one of my big ones was Breakups. It's actually the title of the movie, The Breakup.
Oh, there you go. I like it.
It's a silly movie,
Yep.
It's fun and goofy.
100%.
But there's a scene where they've already broken up, but they're still living together because they own this expensive apartment and they can't really sell it, and they're trying to figure out all this stuff. So she invites Gary. Brooke is Jennifer Aniston. Gary is Vince Vaughn. She invites Gary out to a concert. They're already broken up, but she thought, olive branch, we've been fighting. Maybe this will bring us back together.
Totally.
He doesn't show. And then she goes home and she's crying in her room. And he comes in to check on her, just saying, hey, sorry I didn't make it. And they have this real conversation that I think that a lot of couples can relate to, where she's just really upset. And she's saying, our entire relationship, I've gone above and beyond for you, for us. She's cooked and she's cleaned and she's been supportive, and she just feels like he doesn't appreciate her. He doesn't, she doesn't feel like he appreciates anything. And then he's like, well, I'm not a mind reader. Why didn't you just tell me that? And she's like, I've tried. And just that whole interaction, where she's just so devastated, but it's such a real conversation where if you don't have like good communication in your relationship, like this stuff happens, the resentment and, all of that. I just thought it was a really sad moment. Of course, Jennifer Aniston's a fantastic actor, but it was just such a real scene for me that I just, it just hurt my heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Because I remember that. I haven't seen that movie in a while, but I do remember that, how like they finally just like, I think in real life that also happens in your relationships, like when you break up with people. Like there's always like the softball conversations that are like, I don't know if this is working, and then there's a point where everybody just stops lying.
We're done.
And they're just like, we're done, and that's a hard conversation. So they did do that well in that movie. You are correct.
Yes, but it just and it's a fun, happy movie.
Oh yeah.
And silly, but that part just really got me.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. I like it.
Yeah. That was my number 1. What was your number 2?
My number 2 was from Good Will Hunting.
Oh,
The conversation when Will and Skylar, when Skylar goes to Will, they're in bed, and then Skylar goes like, I want you to come to California with me, and then Will just like loses his mind. It doesn't lose his mind, but like, I mean, we know from the movie, if you haven't seen Good Will Hunting, well, first off, go watch it, because I'm sure, like, Amy's actually seen that one. But, okay, good. Academy Award winning, writers, just saying.
I've seen it.
Robin Williams, supporting actor, Oscar. Okay. So anyways, it just, I've always loved that scene. It was always such a hard scene, because I think it was just so real. Like I said, like you said, it's such a real moment. And if you really get into the movie, you fall in love with Skylar, because Skylar's she's not struggling as much as Will, but she's definitely struggling too, like we all are in our 20s. And, because, I mean, trust me, that doesn't totally go away either. So everyone relax. It's just a scene where she like goes, I want you to come to California. And then Will just can't wrap his head around why someone would want him to go. And, he makes all these excuses. And the part that kills me is right at the end. Skylar she goes, I love you. And she goes, I want to hear you say that you don't love me, because if you say that, I won't call you and I won't be in your life. And they pause for a minute, and they're like face to face. And Will stares at her eyes and just goes, I don't love you, and just storms out of the room. And it just like, it's so crushing.
Yes.
Because you can tell he really likes her, because he doesn't let people in. I mean, he has the same 4 friends his entire life. I'm sure he doesn't know anyone else except for Robin Williams in the show. And so that one is one that, like, to this day, every time I see it, I just can't take it. I'm just like, oh. And that movie's got a lot of those moments, but when it comes to a relationship, like a more of a romantic relationship, that one is crushing. I mean, so that was mine. I watched it a little bit this morning just to get some of the quotes right and stuff, and I actually cried a little then. And I was just like, oh Jesus, this stupid scene. So.
Well, at least you picked the right one.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my God. And then I'm like, now I got to watch Good Will Hunting later tonight. Okay, fine.
I felt the same way when I was picking everything for all our categories. My movies, I felt the same way.
Yeah, I was like, crap, now I got to watch things. Okay, fine.
That's such a good movie.
Yeah. All right, number 2 for you.
Okay, well, you just said romantic, but this is more of a friend breakup.
Okay.
Which hurt my heart.
All right.
Banshees of Inisherin.
Ooh.
Yes. Have you seen that?
I have. It was a while ago, but I have seen it.
Yeah. So it's two. We got a thumbs up.
Hey, thumbs up. Why?
It's 2 friends, and it's Pádraig. They're Irish names, so
yeah, that's all right. You can. Yeah, I get it.
Pádraig and Calum.
Okay.
Colum. I don't know how they say it. But essentially, they've been friends their whole lives, and all of a sudden, Colum doesn't want to be friends with Pádraig. And Pádraig's kind of like a simple guy, and he's just kind of sweet and drinks and it gets a little violent, but we never really know. And they drop hints throughout the film. I think that Colum is it Colum? Calum?
The character name, or?
I think it's Calum. I know that's his name. I just don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, so I apologize if I'm not. So Calum, I think, is struggling with like his mortality and his legacy.
You mean Colin Farrell?
No, so in Colin Farrell plays Pádraig. I want to say Pádraig because Game of Thrones.
It looks like Pádraig.
Podrick.
Okay.
And then Brendan, I think it's Brendan Gleeson plays
It's Colm, so Colm. I would take it Colm.
Colm. Okay.
Colm Daughtry.
Okay. So
that's a good name. Colm Daughtry.
So he's struggling. They live in a super small village. He's struggling with like his mortality and his legacy, and all of a sudden decides he doesn't want to be friends with his simple-minded friend. And he never knows why. And the whole movie is him trying to figure out why the heck his lifelong friend doesn't want to be friends with him anymore.
Just literally ghosted him. Like he was just like, I'm out.
Yeah, and then Colin starts. He says, every time you talk to me, I'm gonna chop off a finger and send it to you. So the guy starts hacking off his fingers and sending it over to him. And then Podrick has like a beloved donkey, and he chokes on one of the fingers, and the donkey dies. Like it's. The whole movie, there's cute bits in there where you're laughing, but it was, I'm just thinking like how heartbreaking to have a lifelong friend, and then he just cuts him off and is so mean to him.
Right.
And just never tells him why. And it's just, it was so heartbreaking to me. I was just like, tell
at least
Colin Farrell why you don't want to be friends.
Yeah, just tell him you were a jerk. Okay, fine, I can work with that.
Yeah, so it's just this whole friendship conflict throughout the whole movie, and he broke up with him and never tells him why.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was just heartbreaking to me.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie, so I may have to watch that one again now, too. Great. I got more movies to watch.
There's so many movies.
Because that one, yeah. I thought I'll be honest with you now, thinking back, now that you're saying some of the plot points, I don't know if I've seen the whole thing. So I really want to watch if there's fingers involved. Fingers and donkeys. That'll be fun and exciting.
I cried on that part.
Oh,
the donkey part.
Oh, man.
I can't handle it if animals are being hurt. So.
Yeah, that's not good.
No. So what was your number 2?
I did it. I think we're done.
Really?
Yeah, we only did 2.
Oh. We're so used to talking for such a long time that we're not used to it.
So anyways, I was at the store and I was driving my car. We just make stuff up.
You did Good Will Hunting and La La Land. Wow.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. Jeez.
I know.
Look at us go.
Well, it's good. This is it's a little catchy episode. People can just grab it, see what's going on.
Yes.
Okay. Well, here we go. Pitch time. As they say in the business, the call to action. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a rating or a review. Tell your friends, tell your dentist, tell your therapist to listen to the show. That'd be great. I'd listen. We could help them. We could be like part of the therapist list. So it helps us find, the things and the links and the likes and the 5 stars. Oh, this first episode's been strange. Amy, take us away.
Well, I'm Jeff.
Oh, that's right. You're Jeff. I'm Amy.
Thank you for rewinding with us. Toodaloo.